Hello and welcome to this mini-series where I'll be completing pre-season previews with Hull City fans. Please sit back, relax and enjoy this, and if you get the chance, please hit the subscribe button or follow. Thank you very much. Hi everyone and welcome to another in the mini-series of pre-season previews with Hull City Best Podcast. Tonight I'm joined with Lewis Railton. Have I pronounced that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, good. Accents throw me off straight away, not gonna lie. Have you got the right shirt on?
I'm not a Newcastle fan actually, even though I'm from Newcastle. Dad's from Hull, so he sort of dragged us into the Hull, supporting Hull, and yeah.
Ah, nice. How long have you been supporting Hull then?
Since we first game was 2010. 2010. Borough away, 2-2.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think Robin Corran bagged the goal. Yeah, it was not a bad commute from Newcastle, so it made sense for that to be the first game.
How old was you then?
7.
Nice.
Or 7 or 8. Yes, 7 or 8. Sorry.
And had you been to a Toon game or a Mackham's game before then?
I don't think I had, I think my brother might have tried to drag us to one because he was actually a Newcastle fan, but no. I got the short end of the stick, apparently.
Ah, fair enough. Well, I don't think there's no short end of the stick, right?
Well, yeah,
going
Newcastle haven't really had it great up until the last year and a half, really, have they?
Yeah, winning games and stuff. Yeah, I get that, but
not used to that.
yeah, we have the ups and downs, don't we? I prefer that anyway. I don't want to be a team in the Champions League until we get 100%. There. Then I'd love it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just jump onto a couple of quick fire questions here, and if at any point you don't understand me, I can slow it down. All right.
No,
so, how much would it cost for me to get you to wear a Leeds United shirt? Probably not as big a sentiment from the outside looking in.
I mean, I saw the others, Lee Walker and all that, saying like multi-millions. I mean, pint of Carl and a pint of pork scratchings will do me, to be honest.
Right, okay, that easy going. Fair enough.
Maybe not. Maybe a Peroni,
Maybe
set the bar a little bit higher.
Where do you drink in Newcastle anyway?
There's a nice little bar called Dog and Parrot. Great, just before a night out. I don't know if you've done a night out in Newcastle. It's
ages ago,
quite something. Yeah.
What I'm thinking about, if anybody's going up there, then you could be doing some referral shouts here. So that's all
I could give a couple of suggestions of where to go a night out.
Reach him. So if we're Sunderland away, we'll go there first, right? We'll stay over there. So truth is, Leeds shirt going to cost us nothing. Just part of the round. Which fixture are you most looking forward to this season?
I'd probably say first home game, Sheffield Wednesday, because I'm going to uni in Sheffield, and I know a couple of people who are Wednesday fans, and obviously we've had a bit of a rivalry within the past, the playoff final, for example. So yeah, I think and I'm quietly confident about playing them this year because there's a bit of turmoil going on at Wednesday at the minute, so I'm quietly confident about that.
I mean, not the fact that we was already in this league and they're new to it as well. Not that as well. Talk to me about the previous ag when we've played them in the playoff final. How does that go down when you was there? Was you there for that?
Yeah, I was in there. In the Hull end. Probably my best moment as a Hull fan, to be honest. It was just absolutely brilliant stuff. Yeah, just that Diame goal, just reliving that in my head for the next 7 years.
Was it Snodgrass to Diame?
You just can't top it, really, can you?
Yeah, no, not at all. So, what is it like then being in Sheffield as a Geordie supporting Hull City?
Well, it does take a solid 10-minute conversation to explain. I've had it about 500 times. Are you from Newcastle? But why do you support Hull? That entire thing. I get that an incredible amount, which I don't blame, to be honest, because it's a bit of a rare breed, really.
And you get stares when you just. I mean, I can imagine just walking around Sheffield in a Hull City shirt was enough to get a stare anywhere. And then when you go, "What are you looking at in your accent?"
And then they'll just quite go the other way.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I certainly wear Hull City kits a lot less in Sheffield compared to Newcastle because I think there was a bit more of a rivalry there, and therefore a bit more likelihood that I might get my head kicked in by someone twice the size of us.
Fair enough. That doesn't happen in modern day football. At least if it does, it's underground, so just above ground. Past or present, favourite Hull City player?
Robert Corrin. Either him or weirdly Sonny Lugo. His name doesn't get mentioned much, but yeah, Sonny Lugo will be up there. But if I had to mention one name, probably Robert Corrin.
Do you know what? It's Max. As soon as you think of a Geordie supporting Hull City, and I instantly think of Sonny Luca just because that goal he scored against you
Oh, that
guys.
that that
The half volley. Well, the volley, full
oh
volley.
yeah, 3-2. Yeah, that was one of my first away games that as well. But 2013.
I can't remember
Yeah,
off the top of my
free,
head.
free yeah, it's like 3-2. Yeah, scored like
Yeah,
late on. Yeah, cracking game that.
magical that one. It magical. So the next question being then, if you could bring back any player from the past to the current squad, who would it be?
I'm so adamant that we need a keeper, so I'll potentially go for maybe like Alan McGregor or something.
Just not
I
a
think
bad
Alan
shout, is it?
McGregor, like 2013-14 period, I think he'd be pretty handy in the sticks at the minute.
Yeah. Al McGregor not aging would be nice.
No, no.
It was just
Brilliant.
it was just enough, wasn't he? He wasn't
Oh yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
It just wasn't crap. He just knew what he was getting with him. I can call that. A bit harsh on Matt Ingram, I think. I like Matt Ingram. We just had something a
Okay.
little bit better towards back in the last season, didn't we? So part of us thinking that bar should be a little bit higher. But no, I agree.
Yeah,
I
fair
agree.
enough.
That would be a great shout. So we've heard about your first game was Middlesbrough away.
Mhm. Yeah.
What is your most memorable moment as a fan? So you've mentioned your first game. You've mentioned Sheffield Wednesday in the final. So you can't see through them.
Mhm. I think I've also mentioned Newcastle 3-2 win. I think that one, not only with it being 3-2 up in the gods,
Yeah.
seeing that like late goal from Aluko, but also being able to go home to, I don't want to make you feel old, but going home to primary school and gloating about that result.
Sorry, how old do you think I am?
22, I'll say.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. 10 years more than that, mate. But yeah, that was a bit harsh, wasn't it? Don't want to make you feel old, but there's a but. No, it must be good that an away game and being able to go straight home within like what 20-minute journey. That's gotta be a good
Oh
one.
yeah, I was back home at 6 o'clock. It was brilliant.
Probably weren't even on the bus by then, or out of
Yeah.
Newcastle. We've done favourite away day. So, if Hull City folded, who would you support?
Interesting one because I've seen a lot of others on the pod have like said North Ferriby without being like the local
Yeah, yeah.
non-league side. But my local non-league side is actually a club called Blythe Spartans. So
Oh, nice.
I think I'd probably lean towards that if Hull was to fold.
I'm not going to lie to you. My Blythe Spartans knowledge is very limited.
I think that's
Can
fair enough. Yeah.
Can you name a player? One that maybe a household name who's dropped on
Um,
leagues there or started there?
actually, he played there when he was like his teenage years. Marcus Madison.
Really?
Yeah, on loan from Newcastle because he came through their youth side.
Ah, madness. And
So
obviously
yeah,
we had Marcus, didn't we? That was a
yeah,
bit of a strange one. That was a
that,
strange one.
yeah. Not a great replacement for Bowen and Grissicki, but we're in
So,
a better position now.
oh yeah, 100%, 100%. So one more off the cuff then. This one hasn't been on the list previously. What do you think the chances are of you going to becoming a Newcastle fan? You don't move to Hull. You have to head back to Newcastle. Can you see that? Can you see that happening?
Absolutely no chance.
Good man.
Newcastle's not my least favourite team, but it's in the top three for like. I'm not, yeah, not a fan.
Let's untangle that then. So they're in your top three. Who was the other two?
I don't like saying it loudly, being based in Sheffield, but Wednesday would be up there as well. And
Oh, the SWF hashtag SWFC when I drop this episode.
I don't know. And also, it's between Leeds and Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough being like, a bit more local to me, but Leeds is just like
Leeds.
part and parcel of being a Hull fan, isn't it?
Do you know I work with Leeds lads and I get on really well with them and the stigma that I always heard of Leeds fans, I don't see it in any of them. Do you know what I mean?
Fair
It's
enough.
my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the kind of crazy part of it is like, I only ever hear this rivalry thing come from Hull fans. Like
Oh,
Leeds don't even
it's
care
very
about us.
it's very
Yeah,
one-sided, I'd say. Yeah, it's
Leeds
definitely
Hull,
one-sided.
Hull.
Yeah, it's just another game for them when it's
Yeah,
like
our
the
cup
one to look
final.
out for. Yeah, yeah, basically.
I mean, I'm probably being a bit melodramatic there. It's not our cup final, but we do look forward to it.
Yeah.
It's probably because it's one of the closer away games, right?
Oh, certainly. Aye.
And that's it. So in way of the games, then the way the season's going ahead, where do you think we will finish?
I think I can see us finishing 10th, in all honesty. I've had,
Really
I've,
positive.
yeah, I've heard a lot of shouts for top six for us. I think I've came across like a bunch of times on Twitter, just like random people saying Hull like the dark horses, and I don't think we're quite at that stage. I don't think we'll get to playoffs, but
I
yeah.
think you've just got to look at what's come down and what they've sold.
Mhm.
From me, don't get me wrong, the big names you were expecting to go from Leicester, etc., but not seeing nobody else really move around yet. So even if they're playing for like the first part of the window, it's a good head start, right? So um, yeah, I can't. I genuinely, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to
Mhm.
think. What's
Yeah.
your what's driving the 10th? What's making you think the 10th place?
I think we've definitely improved on the squad. If you compare it to first game of the season against Bristol City last year, I'd say there's definite improvements. And having a full season under Liam Rosenior as well, I think that's going to be like massive for us. But again, you said you rate Ingram. I'm not. It's not that I don't rate Ingram, but it's also having like Lo Tula, I think that's how you say
Mm,
it,
yeah,
as the number two behind him.
I
I think
agree.
we're going after a keeper, but we have to be prioritising that 100% and getting that one over the line.
Yeah, a big fan of not slating players. But how do I say this in a polite way? I don't think I've seen anything too good from Timothy yet. You know,
I think it's safe to say he's definitely not first team ready at all.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very polite way of putting it. I think, in
Hmm.
our opinion, of people just looking outside looking in, right?
Yeah.
Um, who do you think is going to be player of the season?
I'll go between Ozan and maybe Harry Vaughan. I'll say Harry Vaughan because I'm definitely a big fan of him, and I think he could be certainly one of our main goal threats. And I think also first name in the team sheet for
Yeah.
Norwich away.
Do you reckon? First name?
I'm a big fan. Yeah, I think I do. He's much better than as much as I love him, Aliyah. I'd
Yeah,
definitely be starting him over him. But yeah, I think he's certainly up there, and he showed that like I think it was games against Watford and Swansea
yeah.
where he just absolutely ran the show, and he's been a standout in pre-season too.
It's his work rate. It's like he just wants to learn
Phenomenal.
and learn and learn and
Yeah.
learn and learn. Like it's as if minutes on the pitch are how you get better,
Mm.
and putting in the hard graft. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Who do you think is going to be our biggest home win and our biggest away win?
Biggest home win, very bold call, but Wednesday, first home game of the season.
Do you think?
I think it'll finish. I can see us win 3-0, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can see that. And also away win.
Not
I think
Wednesday,
they've.
though. Just throw it in there.
Oh no!
You've said it already. You might as well.
Wait, now be taking a biscuit a little too much.
I
I'll,
definitely wouldn't wear that whole shirt around Wednesday. Well, Sheffield Wednesday from
it,
around Sheffield.
thankfully, I'm usually in the Bramall Lane area rather than Hillsborough, so
Ah,
a little bit safer. But yeah, I'd say I think they've improved the squad a lot this season, but I think we always do well at Rotherham away. I'd say so. I can see that being our biggest away win.
I tell you what, I was watching something earlier today, and I saw that there was like, the run through and say, "Oh, we think this team's going to finish here, this team's going to finish here,
Right?
etc.,
Yeah.
etc." They had Norwich in 19th. What do you think is going to be the shock package?
Oh, that's the second tier pod, isn't it?
That's yeah, that
I
was all.
think I saw that.
I
Yeah.
try not to mention other podcasts on here, to be fair, mate.
Oh, sorry, you
But
can
it's
bleep
cool.
that
I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, finish 19th. They've got them to finish 19th. What do you think is going to be the shock? Whether it be a team doing well or a team doing really bad?
out. Oh, I could, I think Plymouth will be not up there in terms of top six, but I wouldn't be surprised if they finished top half. To be honest, I think I'm a big fan of Schumacher they got as a manager, And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were up there at all. I think also, hmm, I think yeah, Rotherham as well. They're used to being a bit
Yeah,
yo-yo, but I think they'll cement a place in the Championship again.
it'd be nice to see. I don't know about you, but my thoughts on local teams is to just have as many as we can in the same league. And
I love to see Rotherham up there 'cause it's another away day, isn't it? So it makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly that. That's why I like it. All the away games within an hour of each other.
Yeah,
It's mint. So I'd happily take that. Um, and finally, top goal scorer. We've got, unfortunately for the others that have done this already. I mean, Connolly's as good as signed, isn't he? So you've got
yeah,
Connolly in the
possibly.
bag there now. So who are you thinking top goal scorer?
Yeah. I'm not seeing a massive. I don't think we'll have a 20-goal striker this season, unfortunately. Although Connolly could hit them heights if he doesn't get injured. But I'm actually going to go bold and say Tufan.
I've had
I
another
think
shout for
Tufan will
Tufan
have.
as well.
I think he'll have a standout season. I think he could get like 12 goals and rack up a few assists as well. I think he'd be up there for top scorer.
Well, he's had his first full year in Championship football. I know he did a part with Watford
Yeah,
previously in England, but it didn't really go too well, did it? Whereas now
he look.
he looks
Yeah, he looks like
comfy.
a completely different player now. Like in terms of fitness, it's just incredible. He's like the best shape of his life, I'd say.
I agree. From what we've seen, he's only getting better and better, and I'm a big
Yeah,
fan of that. Big fan of that. Well then, that's everything all wound up. Appreciate you giving me a bit of time this evening, Lewis. Appreciate you giving me some time
so
this
cheers.
evening, Lewis. For anybody who hasn't seen one before, please feel free to check out the rest of the episodes. I've had a special guest episode with George Barnby. There's been a couple of previous pre-season reviews. I nearly said review. And I've also got an episode with Caleb Folan dropping very soon. That's all recorded, just being edited. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to hit subscribe, likes and follows and retweets. They're all appreciated. Thank you.